Hello, University of Miami accounting students. This is Robbie Chiste, part of the Young Leaders Group, alumni group with the University of Miami. I am a senior at Kaufman Rawson. I did my Master's of Accounting at UM in 2014. My bachelor's and master's, I did the accelerated master's program. And hopefully you've seen me around campus a little bit. I try to be as active as I can at anything that Kaufman Rawson is invited to and anything else going on around the campus. But I just wanted to take a couple minutes at Professor Medina's request to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about the accounting profession right now. And in my opinion, one of the more convincing times of the year, or times that I've ever seen, as far as why the accounting profession is such a great profession to be in. And so anyways, I wanted to first address kind of the three bullets that he had, and then I'll probably just say a bunch of other random things. So as far as the impact and the consequences of pushing back the April 15th tax filing deadline, so I'm an audit senior, so but I do know for our tax group, obviously that's resulting in a lot of different challenges and complexities for them as far as how they're going to allocate work to be done later. But obviously with all of these things going on right now, that was a very important thing that needed to happen in order for the business world to get back on their feet eventually and be able to address their tax filing situations. I mean, it's what we're seeing right now is completely unprecedented in every sense of the word, and it was really important for the government to get those deadlines pushed for everybody, not just corporations, but also individuals. And I think it's something that, you know, just shows how crazy this whole situation has been. And but we are obviously, as a firm, we are adapting to this and helping our clients in the tax world make sure that they'll be able to, comply when their taxes will eventually be due at their respective due dates. The impact of SEC and audit filings. So for us, with our side, we are about a 450 person firm. So our audits are not necessarily always public. I am working on a public client right now, and that our audit deadline has been pushed back to next month. So it's going to be on May 14th, and because of that, we needed that for sure. That was very, very, very much necessary, and it's something that just goes to show how tough this has been for the entire country. Every single accounting professional, for the most part, is working remotely right now. Most CFOs are working remotely. It's very rare to find anybody in the office right now, unless a particular office just happens to not hold that many people and it's still open. So that's definitely been something that has been a huge impact on us. For a lot of our private clients, where their audit deadlines are more from a bank or from particular investors, those are kind of on a case-by-case basis. And obviously in cases where the investors are the ones setting the deadlines, they're being pretty understanding and relaxed at this point, because right now there's a lot of entities that are just trying to make sure they can fight and stay alive from a cash flow perspective. As far as how our company and firm is utilizing technology to service clients remotely, I mean, what's great about most of the people in our audit group is we are very accustomed to working remotely at our client sites. So I am basically just set up here as if I was at a client. There's just nobody around me, unfortunately, which is a bummer, because we enjoy being out in the field with our clients and interacting with our clients as well as interacting with each other. However, we've been using through Microsoft Teams, we've been using screen share and video calling to try to get as much of a feel as we can of being with each other. We are constantly calling and texting each other, as well as our clients when necessary. And I'll send Professor Medina a picture, but I'm actually using all of my old Becker books and a lot of my old accounting books to actually raise my screens to more of an eye level. So it's kind of a nice little setup that I've got going here. But that's really how our firm's using technology to service our clients remotely, and that's been huge for us in this industry and in this business. Although an absolutely insane global situation is going on, the demand for accounting is still there. And in fact, it's there right now almost more than ever, because everybody really needs to know where their financial position is right now, whether it's applying for anything under the CARES Act, or really this is the time where people really need to understand where they are from a cash flow standpoint. And that's going to dictate a lot of business decisions in the near future. So the demand and the need for accounting and accountants is very much still there. Our firm has established a group that is reaching out to our clients and making sure that they're being taken care of, and making sure that we can help them as far as anything from a cash flow perspective is concerned over the next few months. And we're making sure that we reach out to walk our clients through the CARES Act and how that applies to many of them, which is great, and from a grant standpoint. And then there's obviously a lot of loans in there available to maybe some larger companies. So we're making sure that our clients are being serviced properly through that CARES Act. But to me, that's kind of the biggest thing about what's going on right now. Is it's all about who can still be employed at this point, and what businesses are still going on more or less as usual. It's definitely not as usual, but for the most part, every day we're still putting in, a good solid amount of time, doing our work, getting things moving, doing work for our clients, trying to keep a little bit of a sense of normalcy for them. I think normalcy is a very important aspect of life right now, if you can try to find it in any way. But to me, when I was trying to see if the accounting profession was something I was interested in, when I was in high school, kind of back in the 2008 era, I looked, and I both of my parents were actually auditors and CPAs before they continued their career path. And back in '08, when I was kind of choosing what I wanted to do, seeing all of the job market really collapse in many different areas, but seeing how the accounting profession really continues to have that demand all of the time. And this is obviously even more unprecedented in that situation. And I've been pretty impressed with everything I've seen in the accounting world as far as how the demand for accountants is still there. And if anything, it's now more than ever, and it will continue to be in the future as everybody continues to figure out where they are financially. And to me, that's kind of a very important message to get across to everybody, is just how able this profession is to withstand some very, very crazy global situations. As long as you do your work, you work hard, and you're considered to be, a successful person in your field and with your firm or with your company. This is a time where a lot of people are experiencing stress to levels that they never thought that they would have to experience. And we're very blessed right now, not just as a firm, but for the most part as an industry, to be able to, for now, do our best to continue our business as much as normal as we can, and the work we can do continues on, and the demand for what we do is there. So obviously we just hope that this can end somewhat soon, as I am a very big sports fan, as you might be able to tell, and I really would like to go back to various ballparks and various locations of sport in the near future. But anyways, I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk to UM students and help hopefully inspire them a little bit as they continue their studies, and keep up the great work. And hopefully you won't have to go through this situation in the future. But the good news is if God forbid it ever happened again, at least this is a very stable and in demand industry, and it's something that is mobile, which is very important, as we're learning today. So go Canes, and hopefully I will see you around soon. Bye.